Hi, Leo. I'm here to give you a reading on your gifts and challenges as we go into aqua season. Fun fact, I have all Leo sun or Leo rising children in my house. So it's been crazy. And this is usually deeply personal. So I keep my bias out of this reading until I can meticulously view it later. So, Leos, the first card that I pulled out to take your thumbnail is your part of your gifts, and I got seeing beyond, willing release, and co-create. So I really feel like you guys, yeah, and I'm being drawn to the 9 up there. I feel like you guys are finally. Maybe just recently, being able to see beyond the struggles that you guys have been through lately. The one side of her face is kind of covered in shadows. Um, and be curious about new things being able to come towards you, like perhaps you weren't able to in the past. Next, as your gift, I got willing release. So I do feel like you guys have done a great job of letting a lot of things go, letting a lot of things kind of flow by you. You guys are, of course, the lion. So, but I really feel like there's some deep hurts you guys might have had this year, some things that have ended. And I'm just getting that because it's a dandelion and the dandelion is past its peak. But you do realize that by the things that you've let go, by the things that you've been through, those seeds are going to blow in the air. And I'm hearing a sprout new paths for you. So that's beautiful. And I do feel like you guys are getting that from spirit as well. Maybe you guys have gotten a lot more spiritual in the past year or gotten really in touch with your inner selves, not just the self that you display to the world, because Leos are very well. You're Leos. You occupy the room, but I do know that sometimes your true heart, like your tender, deep heart, can get very hurt. You do rule the heart. And for another one of your gifts, you got co-create. And I read intuitively, so I'm trying to get that from the picture here. Yeah, so I feel like you guys have been stuck long enough in one spot that you guys are really reaching out and like the willing release, like finding new avenues, finding new groups, finding new people that perhaps are not exactly like you, but kind of willing to release the reins and trust that other people do have something to bring to you. And there's a cheat up there, but the cheat is not pouncing. The cheat is relaxed. So I do feel like you guys are being able to trust people again. You feel more stable at this point of the year. I'm feeling like you feel like the rocky parts, you've overcome them. So that's amazing, Leos. And now for your challenges upcoming. Oh, these are funny. I didn't look at these. Your challenges upcoming, we have by the book. And if you see, it's very one after the other. I know we've been at a very slow pace. I do feel like we'll be going forward one step at a time as we go into the year. And maybe you feel more prepared than that, like you do want to rush through things, and you're a fire sign. I totally get that. But your stability is built one step at a time. I'm just seeing these elephants go from smaller to bigger. Your success will come one step at a time in the upcoming year. And you have 11 on that card, so that is divinely guided as well. Because people this year are being called to go forward with trust in their gifts, with no expectations, just kind of trusting what you're feeling in your heart. And you guys should be really good at that. You rule the heart. Another challenge is time for a nap. I think you guys have just things can get exhausting. It seems like everything comes at once. And then you kind of have to deal with them, but you are a stable sign. You're very stable in yourself. You do have the ability to sit above your royal court and just kind of at least appear sure enough about yourself for everybody else to kind of gather around and help you. But I do feel like you guys are going to get tired, and I'm just seeing with the little fox there, sometimes you're going to have to feel like you have to take a nap, but you're really going to have to just push through and get the things done that are right ahead of you, because otherwise it just gets overwhelming. And I'm just seeing a pile up. Yeah, like if these guys, all came in at once. But I think you're going to be able to balance that as well. And next I have time machine as a challenge. I think you guys are looking. Is that a lion in there? I'm just trying to see within the picture here, within the clock. Yeah, it looks like a lion. I don't know if you guys. Oh no, it's not. Totally not. But that's what I saw. I feel like you guys are actually looking at yourselves in the past, and that is a challenge. Like it's almost like a mirror. It's almost like a mirror. Like you guys thought something would go this way in a very methodical, by the book order I'm getting, and you're overwhelmed that with all the change, as everyone is. But that's going to be your gift, is the release of the old plans and the accepting of the new plans. And I do feel like you guys will feel that internally strongly. I'm getting, and are going to be able to see that you do have a lot of options opening up in front of you. Yeah, and it also looks like the third eye on the seeing beyond, the time machine. So instead of looking back, I'm being told you guys will look towards the future with curiosity. If you just look at how those cards resemble each other. And then I pulled you guys a Divine Feminine Oracle card, and you have Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. And that just, it's like it's your card. She's touching her heart chakra, and you guys rule the heart. But I really feel like you're going to be, the crown chakra is coming in as well. I really feel like you guys are going to be opening up your intuitive skills as well. Maybe bringing that mind heart connection and seeing how they connect, and trusting more as you go forward. And I have a big chunk of amethyst here. And I've actually been drawn to that like 3 times. So I do feel like you guys are able to trust more because you did a lot. Amethyst is for healing. I feel like you guys have done a lot of healing from some pretty sharp pains. Pretty sharp pains I'm hearing. So I think you're really ready to go forward in this year. So it's not like, you're really looking back into the past to go back to certain times. I just feel like there's some disappointment that things didn't go exactly as planned. But with the stars, I'm seeing that was a part of your divine plan as well. So that's amazing. Leos, let me just, fun fact about Leos. If you're a Leo sun, you probably have a dad that acts like a child or is very fun loving, into gaming, sports, could be creative. So I'm taking astrology, so that's just a fun fact. Let's see where your eclipse transits are going to be for you, Leo. And I'm just looking down into one of my many astrology textbooks just to see visually the circle, because I don't have like something cool. Like I don't have a spinny circle to show you guys. So you guys are going to have the eclipse transits in you guys are having the upcoming transit for Aquarius in your 7th house. So you guys may be bringing your gifts forward to a bigger audience, being noticed a lot more, actually bringing love into your life, finding love or deepening the relationships that you already have. So that's exciting, Leos. It's about time. You've had some rough times. I only know that because I got the Leos in my house and I know what we've been through. So, okay, so let's see your eclipse cycles here. So, all right, so you guys are having an upcoming solar eclipse in your 5th house, which is your house that you rule naturally, of Sagittarius. So that could be letting go of maybe closing out of a cycle of and opening a new one pertaining to creativity or games or maybe something from your childhood, some kind of sports, maybe learning about a new creative interest or using your creativity in a different way. And your 11th house. And your 11th house is ruled by Gemini. So you could have some difference in the groups that you belong to, or widening the groups that you belong to. It could also be communications, communicating to larger groups. Maybe you'll start making videos on YouTube and teaching a craft or teaching an art or teaching a game. Maybe you'll start to be a gamer online. Like, I don't know what you Leos are doing, but it is something to do with the 5th house is things that you love, hobbies, creativities, gaming, and 11th house is groups, friend groups, community groups. So you guys are just going to have a lot more fun. You've got a 7. If there was a time for Leos to get famous, it would be now. So if any of you Leos watch this and are being pushed towards something, that you can create with other people with your 7th house transit or belong to a new group, I would definitely go towards that, because the astrology, not only do the cards state that that's what you're going towards, but also the astrology. So that would just make sense, because you guys are the royalty. So thank you so much, Leo, for allowing me to read for you. It's truly an honor to feel your energy, and I will see you later.